Folks, it's officially 1 week before my surgery, and I thought I'd check in, let you guys know how I'm feeling. I'm actually not stressed. I thought I would be, but I'm not. I was a little stressed yesterday because I still had not received the official confirmation from insurance that they had approved the surgery. But I got that today, so everything is set and I'm ready to go. We're going to head out in just a couple days and go to the city, the Raleigh, that I'm having the surgery in. We're going to head out for the weekend and have a little fun, run around town. But I did want to check in and talk about a few things. I've been getting a couple questions about what I might be concerned about or what the doctors might be concerned about as I go into surgery. So one of the questions that I received is, do I have any, I'm going to just use the phrase, it's not probably the right phrase, but like comorbidities, other things that could be going on that could affect the surgery. And I don't really. I tend to have high blood pressure. So I do take high blood pressure medication on a daily basis. Now that I'm a week before surgery, there's a lot of things that I'm no longer allowed to take. So can't take painkillers, can't take most of vitamins, over-the-counter vitamins. They want you to stop all of that a week before. I am able to take my blood pressure medication up until the day before surgery. So I could take it the day before surgery, but not the morning of surgery. So no medications the morning of surgery. I take over-the-counter vitamin C, over-the-counter boron, which is for your bone health. So those are off the table as of today. Luckily, the only thing I've had to take for my headaches has been Tylenol. Praise God for that. And so luckily enough, I had to take some Tylenol yesterday. I caught a cold over last weekend, and I'm feeling better today, which is great because that was a little bit of a concern, but I figured with a week to go, I probably was going to be fine. So I didn't really take anything for my cold except for a little Tylenol for headache. I did do a salt nasal wash and some warm salt water gargles and just a cough drop here and there. But other than that, haven't taken anything for the cold. So while I wanted to be as clear of medications as possible. The other thing that I struggle with is high cholesterol. Right now, I'm not on any medication for that. I'm allergic to the statins. Isn't that fun? Because that's the main thing they give you for high cholesterol. And so we're going through a process of trying other things. And I just said, you know what, we're not going to try anything while I'm preparing for surgery. So I'm not taking anything right now for that. It shouldn't be a problem. Nothing else medication-wise or, health-wise that I need to be concerned about. My husband is a little more concerned than I am. I'm feeling okay about this. I am 66 years old, so I'm older on the scale of, age for just about everything. So I'm a little bit older, but I also know that there are a lot of people that are older that have the surgery with absolutely no problem. So while there is a chance of stroke, they're in your brain. They're messing with things right near veins and arteries. So, of course, there's going to be a risk of stroke. It doesn't seem like that's a huge consideration, and that's not something that I'm concerned about. Hearing loss is also, one of the higher risks for this surgery. I actually know sign language, and I have very good friends who are deaf. So that's not a concern for me. Even if I were to lose my hearing on that side, I have resources that could help me get through that process. So I'm not as concerned about that. Facial palsy is also something that can happen afterwards, and I figure can't be a whole lot worse than what I already have to deal with. So if that happens, I'll just deal with it when it happens. Those are probably the main things that people are concerned about when they go in for this kind of surgery. And so I'm not really concerned about any of that. I think some of that is just my nature. Frankly, I'm too busy at work and too busy playing with the grandbaby to have time to think about it too much. So I try not to think about or dwell on or worry about something like this. I just blank it out of my mind. I just don't go there. So I tend not to worry about things like that. So I'm not anxious. I'm not stressed about it. I'm excited. I'm eager to see what happens and what can be resolved here. So I'm looking forward to this droopy eye going away, this arbitrary winking. I'm hoping for, the mouth clenching to go away. I mentioned on the chat room, if any of you also belong to the chat room, that I started having dreams lately. It included my hemifacial spasming and both my reaction to it and other people's reaction to it, which was really weird because in all the years I've had it, I don't think I've ever had a dream about it. So I don't know if it's because the surgery coming up and it's just kind of coming out in my dreams, or if maybe because I'm not having the Botox that the twitching is more intense at night, which it has been. It has been more intense at nighttime. I don't know why, but I think that was, in my dream, I was more stressed about the twitching than I think I usually am in real life. In real life, I don't, other than, if I have to speak on camera, like I'm trying to do now, or speak in front of people or meet people for the first time, I don't usually think about it too much. So that's just me. It's just how I'm wired. Okay, well, if you have more questions, put them down in your comments. I do look at them and I try and respond to the questions as much as I can. And what I have found is doing these videos, people do feel more free to ask questions of me and to inquire what's going on or why did I mention this or that or the other. I encourage that. I'm not shy at all about talking about any of that. So ask away. I'm happy to share. All right, folks, I will check in again once we get to Raleigh. And I'm running around having fun, and we'll check in then and probably check in the day before, as I don't get to eat anything, which I'm like, what? But usual. Because I might have to have something to keep me occupied while I'm not eating for that day before surgery. All right, folks, good night, and we'll talk to you in a few more days. Bye.